Hey guys, in this section what I want to show you is how to perform keyword research using the Google Ads Keyword Planner. So as I've explained before, you need access to Google Ads in order to use their Keyword Planner. So in the previous module I've walked you through how to create a Google Ads account without entering credit card details, because the rules have changed now. Google require you to have credit card details in order to set your account up, but there's a workaround, and that was in the previous section. So if you've gone ahead and done that, then follow these instructions for the keyword research using the Google Ads Keyword Planner. So as you can see, I'm logged into Google Ads, into my test account, but you don't need access to a working account, it just needs to be an account. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Tools, and then go through to the Keyword Planner over here. And this will take me to the Keyword Planner, and here we are, and you have two options now. So you can find new keywords, which is to get ideas of keywords people are searching for, to find people interested in what you're promoting. And then the other option is if you enter a list of predetermined keywords, then Google will return the data in terms of search volumes and competition for those particular keywords. But what we want to do, because we're looking for new keywords, we want to find new keywords, and Google will make some suggestions for us. So I'm going to click that. So what you need to do at this stage, a lot of the time, of course, people enter their website URL into this because it's obviously for pay-per-click advertising on Google, but because we're using it to kind of see what keyword demand is like generally on Google and not necessarily for sending traffic to our website, what you need to do here is enter some key phrases or words that you're thinking of targeting with your next video. So for example, in my niche on online marketing, I might want to create a video around SEO or elements of SEO. So I might type in keywords like SEO or SEO keywords, or something along the lines of organic search. So all of these kinds of terms are related to my industry. Sorry, I just deleted that. SEO keywords, let's put that back in. And then organic search. Okay, so these are a few examples. You can put a lot more in than this, and obviously for your niche, you need to look at what your video you're thinking of producing and the kind of keywords around what you're discussing. It could be around gaming, it could be around makeup and beauty, around specific products. Just have a look and see. It might even be around questions. So if we just click the Get Started button, now I've done that, what will happen is Google will return a list of potential keywords. And here they are. So in this first column, you'll see all of the keywords Google has suggested fit the criteria of what I've searched for. So the terms I've entered into the Keyword Planner, it's found a list of keywords that relate to those terms. So don't worry if you don't understand what all of these are, but these are actually SEO tools. The majority of them are around organic search tools, which is kind of what I want to expect. So if I was going to create a new YouTube video, what I would be looking for is looking at these terms and seeing, okay, which ones have low competition but actually have search volume. So I'd be looking through this keyword list and think, okay, this one, Screaming Frog, which is an SEO tool that I actually use, has quite low competition. And average monthly searches, they're not massive, but you know, it's workable. 1,000 to 10,000 is actually pretty good. So that could be a potential keyword I could target a video around. I could potentially say, okay, how to use Screaming Frog, or how to use Screaming Frog to find SEO issues. So these kind of keywords are going to be very good. Now, I don't want you to go ahead and scroll through all of these keywords one by one and have a look through manually. What you should be doing is exporting these ideas. So in order to do that, you need to download your keyword ideas with this link here. So I'm going to do that, and this will open with Microsoft Excel if you have it. If you don't have it, you can actually use Google Sheets to open this kind of file, but I'll assume you can have access to Google Sheets simply by the virtue of having a Google account to access AdWords in the first place. So I'm going to open that download now that it's opened. That's just going to cross to my other screen. I'm going to bring it across. And here are my keywords. So this is all the data. Let me delete these two columns because they're not really relevant, and I'll make it a bit clearer for you guys as well by adding a bit more titling. Here we go, and then I'll delete these columns because they're not really important for us for the purposes of this, and we'll just focus on this data here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to add some filters to this. So if you just click any row in the top, any column, sorry, in the top row, and then you go to data and then click filter. That means I can filter these columns. Now what I want to filter this for is to find low competition keywords only. So if I click this drop down here and click select all and then just click on low and hit OK, that's now filtered to just low competition levels of keyword. So now I can start to understand, okay, all of these are deemed as low volume. So some of these I know for sure aren't necessarily generally low volume. For example, SEO keywords, it says low volume, but in actual fact, just by knowing the industry, I know that it's going to be a high volume search term. And you guys need to do the same. If you look at a search term and you can tell, actually, this is probably quite a high volume term based on what I know about the industry and about how many people I know are creating content, then you could potentially ignore it. So the idea is to use it with a pinch of salt, really. This is a PPC tool. So you could use this for inspiration for video ideas and understand what you could potentially rank for as well. And a lot of these I can see actually, if you look at the column for average monthly searches, it says not applicable. So what you also need to do, as well as filtering the competition, is filter search volume as well. So apparently it turns out, looking at all of this, it doesn't have any average search volume data, which is a strange one because previously in the tool itself, it gave you search data. So what you need to focus on in this account is to look at the minimum search volume as an index instead. So if you focus on that column and you perform a sort to look for ones with, we'll get rid of the 10,000s because that's a very high volume term, therefore it's potentially more competition. So we'll focus on 10, 100, 1000 and filter that. Now we start to get a better picture because now we can see low competition terms that have some search volume, not a crazy amount of search volume, because as a new YouTuber or a small YouTuber, your channel isn't powerful enough to get top rankings for a lot of these top level terms. So use this for inspiration for your keywords and use this as an index, I guess, to understand what you should be targeting. And funnily enough, look at this one, YouTube SEO. So this course is all about YouTube SEO, and here's a term in here that's potentially low competition and potentially good enough volume to target as well. So I know that this could be a good option to have as well, but unfortunately, knowing the industry, I know that this keyword is actually quite competitive because a lot of top YouTube trainers, a lot of headline names are targeting this term. So again, you need to know your industry as well, but you look through and you pick and choose keywords carefully. The lower volume, the better, because it means less competition. As long as there is search volume, then you should be fine. So what you need to do is keep a record of this whenever you create a video, whenever you've done your keyword research on a video by video basis. And then when we get to the stage of this course where we're uploading a video, this is going to help you with your metadata and your tags. And I'll go on to that in this course. But remember, keyword research is where it all begins. So Google keyword research and YouTube keyword research as well. Thanks for watching, guys.